Well, let's try to make this windshield. This windshield gave me panic attacks when I first had to do it with little help and poor instructions. We have pretty decent instructions now, but just in case they're not good enough, making this walkthrough. I'm going to move these to the other side so that I can see them without having to switch back and forth. We'll need these as well eventually for part 2 of the video. So I'm going to come in here and do a new part, new sketch. For some reason I say don't start at the origin, but I think you can on this particular one. So we need this line here. I'm suggesting you do the horizontal line first. There's only one line and the rest are arcs, which sometimes people mess up because they're pretty darn straight, these arcs. I also suggest that you only try to draw 2 arcs, the first 2 arcs. Try to get them generally in the right spot, generally the right radius. That's the one they usually mess up and they think it's a vertical line. Or I tell you to dimension these radii and their end locations here before you do this 0.4 inch radius arc. And I'll show you why, if it screws up, that is. You can draw a 3/4 circle that has a 0.4 radius, or you can do really the quarter, and it just sometimes changes it. So this length here is 2.55. This length here is 3.01. Sometimes the order you do things in can really mess you up too. This is a 6-inch circle. This is a 6-inch radius circle. This height here is 0.64. And then this height here is 1. And then we still need to radius this guy, which is 0.4. And it didn't screw it up. Oftentimes, it'll go around like this. Now, the location of this point right here was just an approximation. We need to delete that one and this one, and then create a smooth curve here by tangenting those 2 arcs and these 2 arcs. Fully constrained, finish sketch. Now we're going to extrude, hit the E button. 2.55, or whatever the width of your windshield is. I'm going to do symmetric just because then we have our plane right down the middle without having to make a new one. And okay, now if we did everything right, I don't know why that green line shows up sometimes and then disappears for no reason. If we did it right, we should be able to fillet these 2, which it's letting us do, 1/2 inch. And that completes part 1 of this walkthrough.